Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
In a material world, a person is so distressed when he loses a child that he sits down in a lonely place.
Slowly, that others can, other language.
Okay.
Slowly.
In the material world, a person is so distressed when he loses a child so that he sits down in a lonely place without speaking to anyone, but simply crying. People of this world become mad when they are out of money. Oh Radhe, when will I feel like this about you? When a devotee reaches that condition, Swamini cannot stay far away anymore. The question may
Can you
now
make slow there?
arise. Money and children are very tangible things, aren't they? Radharani
Backside.
is not such a tangible thing.
More back.
How can we experience her? How can we think of her while we have never experienced her? The answer is, you cannot experience her because you don't think of yourself as her maidservant. This awareness will awaken when you experience your relationship with her. Bhajan will swiftly be accomplished in this way. My heart will be filled with joy when I defeat my enemies, lust, anger, greed, etc. And I will easily worship Govinda.
Again.
My heart will be
No,
filled.
from beginning. You understand everything? Can you explain?
Not everything.
Try to understand. Read.
In the material world, a person is so distressed when he loses a child that he sits down in a lonely place without speaking to anyone, but simply crying.
Why this happened? In material world, we are in material world. My body is material. My senses are material. And world is also material. We are working for material. It's not anything we do for spiritual. And we don't know how to go with the spiritual world. So we are on and on working for material world. And in this material world, when somebody loses his child, why? Because his attachment is too much with this child. Attachment. This attachment is keeping on in material world to us. the child, father and mother is very attached with the child. And he is living in material world. The child is most important thing for the father. Right? Because of attachment. You imagine one baby born, and at the birth time in hospital, the boy born and they put the girl and boy change. And nobody knows. Some boys change with other boys. And the real son is went to other place and the other son is there to the mother. But by taking care of this child, mother become attached. And he don't know that he is not my child. And this attachment and the motherly love start giving to this child. And she become very attached with this child. And child also start feeling mother. It's happening. It happens like this. She is not a mother of this child, and child is not a son of this mother. But by living and exchanging the feelings, they both become attached. This is material. And we start believing this is the right, but it's not right. You imagine in material world, mother say he is your father. He is the father. He is the father. But mother knows really he is father or not. Maybe another father, but she gives the name of his father. And the child accepts, oh, my father. It's all based on your belief, your faith. He's not my child, and he's not my father, but mother says I accept it. This is the reality. Means I have a full faith on mother. What she will say is the truth for me. And that way we start connect ourselves for attachment. And same attachment, when come in the spiritual world, our life change. I should go on.
People of this world become mad when they are out of money. Oh Radhe, when will I feel like this about you?
That's the point. When will happen in my life that one person who lose the child, he cry in alone. And when he lose the money, then he cry because of his attachment there. When this attachment will happen in my life, and I will feel like this. Right? And I will cry for you, not for others. That's a spiritual practice and a spiritual love. You say, I know see Radha, how I can believe? Radha is also some important thing. Okay, why to believe? But you believe God is existing? No, is also doubtful. Okay, but you believe love is existing? Yes, I see in material. You start with that. Love exists, start this. You can believe if he is not father by telling to mother you believe he is a father. So start this way, believe. Love exists. What is the problem? And when you will believe, the day your life will start changing. Like a small baby, if he start believing he is my father, he is getting not only love with the mother, also with the father. Life is changing of this child. Go on.
When a devotee reaches that condition, Swami cannot stay far away anymore.
What is means devotee? Devotee means love and attachment. How much you are loving to love, and how much you love to this lover. That's it. How much you believe in love and love to love, and how much you believe this love and you also like lovers' love. Lovers this Radhika's lover, Krishna. Because this moves through the base. Like I know Vilapa first. She was the first come close to me and everything in Hong Kong. They are from Hong Kong. And by Vilapa, I know others devotee. The behind the region of everything was, and behind that region, one Maharaj was there, Vaishnava Maharaj. So like this, some region behind that to know each other. So I know Radhika, and this Radhika lover, I have too much respect. Because if you love someone, you respect his cats and dog, everything. What about lover? This is the nature of love. So, I don't know that he is a supreme Lord. I know that Radhika's lover is Krishna. So I love him. I respect and love him. And I believe Radha. I have no belief in God because God has too much power and opulence. If I will run for the God, then you have to gather big information. and you will not can gather all information because he is the supreme. His information is also very supreme. Many details. So why not make the easy way to touch the nose? There are two ways to touch the nose, this way and this way. So this is the easiest way. Why to go through the difficulties? Catch it. So by through of love, even the Bible say, if you have love, you can see God. Right? Love is the way for God. It's a Bible word. And this is the Mahaprabhu teaching. Love is the way and love is the goal. And scripture say, Veda say, love is the way and God is the goal. Krishna is the goal. But Mahaprabhu teaching is this, love is the way and love is the goal. See that, Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you want to make life easy, this is the way, easiest way. And if you want to realize this is the only place in Brajmanda you can feel it. And every soul who is deep connected with Vrindavan, they will talk about it. Go.
A question may now arise. Money and children are very tangible things, aren't they?
It's all changing. Maybe this life, she is my grandmother, and previous life I was grandmother and she was granddaughter. Who knows? Nobody knows what previous life was. Sometime you see one mother has a son, one is listening, one is not listening, and one is going against mother and father. Why this happening, In previous life, he was enemy, and one was suffering. This life, they come as a son, two sons. One behave like a friend, cooperative, and one is not cooperative. Because he was enemy. I whole life, I fight enemy like enemy behavior. I am doing. So this life, he is using to behave like enemy to me. See, changing. What I do in this life, I get in next life. This is the way to move.
Radharani is not such a tangible thing.
But Radhika, not changing. Love is not changing. Why love? Radha name is Alladani Shakti. The love where originates is Radha. Wealth where originates is Lakshmi. Knowledge and education start with Vidya, Saraswati. They are the giver of educational thing, knowledge thing. Lakshmi comes from, wealth comes from Lakshmi. Jahan sumati vahan sampat nama. Jahan kumat vahan vipat nidhan. Hindi they say, if there are harmony in the family, you will see the family is growing. And where is the conflict in the family, Lakshmi is going out. And problem will start coming. And where the positiveness is there, who have not practiced to negative thing, they know how to use the time. They are positive person. Their love is coming. And love is the way, harmony is the way for welcoming every wealth. When the love is there, whole wealth is there. Lakshmi stay there because there is a love, there is a harmony, good understanding. Lakshmi will never go out from there. Yeah? Right or not? You can watch. Go on.
How can we experience her? How can we think of her?
How we can experience? How we can think for that? I never see you. How I can think for you? I see you, I can think for you. My son, I can think because we are related. Then I can think for you. If I am not related with you, why I will think for you? Why you think for me? Why you come again? Because you are related. You want to go, but you cannot go. You have motorcycle and you can drive direct to Rishikesh, but you cannot do it because you develop relation with me and I am catching you with my love to you. So that way you want to drive, but you cannot drive. So many times come in your mind is a good way that I am in Radha Kund, I can go from here. But you cannot make it. Right or not? This is the relation and love. Understand? This can be possible when we will develop relation with Radha. Without that, not possible. And how I can make possibilities when I will associate with those people who has a real relation with her. Then by their mercy, I have some smell, some flavor will come in my life, some spark will come in my life, that I will also start feeling that.
The answer is you cannot experience her because you don't think of yourself as her maidservant.
No relation. I feel that I am yours. I'm your relation. My relation is with you. I want to serve you. My relation is not happen very independent, formal relation. One is formal, one is relation. What is informal or formal? Informal.
Relation means everything.
Yes. One Sadhu Maharaj is there. and one, I want to serve him and I don't want to leave him and I want to love him. I want to listen to him. Maybe this way my relation will grow much. I have to fix it. No, you don't need to fix. I have to fix relation with you. Right or not? When my relation is fixed, it will not move. When I think that you fix relation with me, it will never happen. Understand? See that? So we think that Radhika will make relation with me. I don't need to bother for that. I have to move for that relation. Then it will work. And that's a spiritual life. If not, then it's a religious practice. It's nothing spiritual, my dear. Is it like going to the church only in Sunday? Other day I am very busy, but I go to give my sin and they get the blessing and okay. So it's a business. I go to give 1 week sin and I want something for 1 week. What is this? Going shopping? In relation is not shopping, man. You give and give your love, give your time, give your feelings and energy to grow that relation. Go.
This awareness will awaken when you experience your relationship with her.
Yeah. This way, my relation will open up. His relation. How? Again, when I will be aware to do this. This is my goal of doing this. I fix for developing relation. Why? Because I want to live in love. Not in suffering, not in distress. Before was no love. I say love when I enjoy my senses, then I feel love. Because I am not talking right love. I am talking sense enjoyment is love. Is bogus, is not love. Love means you don't run away from that. It's never love. What you have to leave and run away out from that. Love means always growing on and on. It's increasing because it's a business of the heart and soul. Inner feelings is not based on material things.
Bhajan will swiftly be accomplished in this way.
Yeah. This is meaning of bhajan. You would not believe Prabhupada 22 times talk about relation in Bhagavad Gita, introduction, page 4. 22 times. And here also relation. My relation, material relation, make me block to develop relation is spiritual. We believe in God, but still doubt is there. Really he is a God or not? If he is a God, then why is he the supreme God? It's not clear happening. Doubts are always there when you want to gather information. But you imagine many friends out there. You only gather information to become boyfriend. And when you make the boyfriend and you make a relation with one boy, then you have no need to gather information because all information is with you. So you stop gathering information because you are in relationship. And when that subject is finished for gathering information for him, because gathering information is no relation. And the relation comes, there is no need information. First you see, 2 months, 3 months before, you start gathering information about me, right? And when relation happens, what is gathering information? Now love starts. And still you are gathering information, means you have no relationship. Understand? You have anything to know more about Gopika because you both are in relationship. You gather any information she gather? No. Because now you are in relation. Your feeling she feel and her feeling you feel. Right? Relation make you not to go for the information. So here, Mahajan, who is writing by realization, he said, only you have no relation, so your information running. You travel because you have no fixed. Fixed. The day you will fix, you will stop traveling. Your tourism will finish. I've traveled 25 years. 8 months, only every week flights. 25 years. From America to South America, South America to Europe, Europe to America, South America, like this. And in details, if you see the map, South America, no any corner, no any town, village, I not traveled. America like this. Europe like this. Last time, I went to Singapore, Hong Kong, and China. So I met more closeness with Hong Kong devotees. They are from Hong Kong. Because it was last time. So I now become Guru there. I authorize one pure devotee that you are Guru and you protect and help. And in 1 year, it was like this temple, and now it's like 10 times bigger than this. In 1 year, they all do this. Because you need love, relation, because I watch, they all are related to him, and he has love to give. And this relation and love will grow the society. is growing, right? Now 100 devotees are there, where few devotees was there. And in Japan I went, that time, first and last. And I see this, and I make meetings and say, Jayananda is Guru on my behalf. He will. Now 2,000 people are following. Every year, they come for 4 months, Jayananda, and all groups are coming one by one here. And this is the headquarters to bring everything. You will see him. He is coming now in August. August he will be there. Tomorrow one Japanese doctor coming. Very good doctor. You are here tomorrow?
Yes, I'm here.
Dr.
I know
Chaman.
her.
You know her?
Yeah, I met her always.
Yeah. Every month she comes for 4 or 5 days. Every month. She has a room in upstairs. One room. And she comes for 4 or 5 days. Surprising. And you will see, night time she will come from Mangala, morning Aarti to night Aarti, she is in service always. 4 days full service. And unexpected. They have so much devotion in Hong Kong. You will surprise. Growing. Things grow when there is a love and relations. Can you make a little high fan? Many are sitting. One. Yeah. No, you make slow, high. High, more up, ucha, tej. Yeah, yes, good. You see, this is the point. Love is important, and love moves with relationship. And this is the way of progress. And if you check this, one thing more, always positiveness is there. When negativeness is coming in our life, is a bad time. When you are living in negative, is a bad time. The person who knows to make negative to positive, they are lucky person. And who create more negativeness, very difficult. Not make association of those people who bring you to negative. In Ramayana, tajiye tahi koti vairi sam yadapi paramsa nahi. If your brother, if your mother, your father bring you to negativeness, leave them. Only associate who is loving and bringing to the Lord love. Useless. They will never help you. They create negative. They have to make bigger group. Be careful with this. Our suffering because of negativeness, our happiness based on positiveness. For negativeness, you have to leave your spirituality and come to the material for suffering. Spirituality is never suffering. Positiveness will will throw out the negative vibration. Ignorance is negativeness and goodness is positiveness. Right? And I'm not interested to live in goodness. I'm interested to develop more conscious, to live in my soul identification. And I'm more interested to go more higher in my spiritual identification, means in my sarup. This is the goal of life. Pancham Purusharth, fifth effort. And how this can happen? With positiveness, relationship, and love. Go on.
My heart will be filled with joy.
Filled with joy. Only crazy person don't need joy. You know? If you are crazy, you don't need joy. You say, I do mistake. Previous mistake, forget. Now, if you want to be crazy, don't run for the joy. Live in negativeness. You see, very difficult life. Go on.
My heart will be filled with joy
Yeah.
when I defeat my enemies. Lust,
What is the enemies? Negativeness is my enemy. Lust is my enemy. What? I know only to develop lust from my senses. My lusty desire move with my senses. Eyes want to see the nice boy. Ear want to listen good thing about myself. Mouth want to eat always garbage. Garbage. My senses want to control my ego and my mind and body for their enjoyment. And I become like a slave of my senses. This will give happiness. They say to dance and we are dancing. 50 kilometer driving for what? For sense dancing. Sense will bring me to 50 kilometer for their craziness. They say we do. For what? Small craziness. Is my lusty desire. This will give you anything? Nothing. Never gives us anything. But our nature to run for this. Go on.
a person in Swarupa Avesha may be engaged in worldly duties.
You see, is not full line you read. Read all words, not live like that. No escape, my dear.
My heart will be filled with joy when I defeat my enemies,
What enemy?
lust, anger, greed, etc.
You see why you live this? No leave anything. We have to slap with our hand for this. Lust, greed, like this. Always repeat this. If you know slapping, it will not go out. My greedy desire, my lusty desire in material world, why not change in a spiritual world? Why not you become greedy to become relation with Radhika? You have lust, do it here. Why not you have a greedy desire for this? Why are you running for this crazy material suffering? Why you do this? You have to develop this greed here, this lust here. What is the problem? But we have to see it and fix it, my dear. There is nothing else to do. What is a spiritual life? Ritual doing is spiritual life? Never. You have to change this habit. Lust. Move this lust for her. Move this greed for her. Only one greedy. Like Narayan Maharaj say, you lust greedy for Rasgulla. Beg, borrow or steal. This type of lust we need. We have to greedy for that. What is this? Oh, read. I did not remember. Lust.
Lust, anger, greed.
Angerness. For small things we become angry. Slap it. Why are you angry? You're not angry that you are still doing nonsense. Anger for yourself. You are not changing. You're ready to suffer more. Change A to B, or B to A. What is the problem? Why you are running for material? Why not for spiritual, for love? Develop lusty desire for love. You become greedy for love. You not see any loving person, how they attract whole person. And one loving person will go any place, always 20 people will be behind that, like a honey. This vibration goes out from that person. If you don't believe, see. See Narayan Maharaj. Thousands are going because of loving nation. He has also angerness. Who is against this goal, he angered to that. For his benefit, not for his own benefit. His lust only and greed only to help others. For some need. This is the goal. Prabhupada's goal was that. All Mahajans' goal is this. Why? What is the lust of Jesus? What is the greed of Jesus? To love his Father. One greed. Many greed, many project. So we have to come out from many to one. And one flow with the love, greed with love, lust with love. Anger will not do this thing. And
Lust,
four.
greed, and anger.
So only three.
And etc. Yeah, they only mention.
ETC. Many things. 6 things. Prem Bhakti Chandrika mentions 6 things. But my mind is very weak.
Envy.
Yeah, envy. Jealousy. Be careful. When you are with love, you cannot be envy with anyone. Who is envy? You see the soul. You envy with the mind and the body. Is no enviness. Soul, I cannot be envy. Jesus said, love your neighbor. He never sees envy. Why? Because he sees our Father and his Creator. Super soul like a father and the soul like a son. Naturally. This is the truth. All the saintly person, all the highly elevated soul who is in love, they are all in love. They have relation. Jesus said, I am a son, you are my father. Is not relation? How relation goes? We develop relation, this type of thing in material world. But this material world, you feel Krishna and Balram, then is spiritual world. Who's a material? Mother Jasoda is not there. Rupa Anuga, Raga Anuga. Not Rupa, Raga Anuga. How your vision works, that is the meaning. Yeah.
A person in Swarupa Vesha may be engaged in worldly duties.
Now I want to say Sarupa. What is Sarupa Vesha? What we say? This, what you say in English? How you say? Form? This form is Sarupa. Understand? Imagine my form is this. Like this, my one is the form. I am living in this body form. And I have my desires, senses and control of my ego and everything. This is my one form, plastic body. And one, I say you, I have something to give you. I want to buy one house for you. One farmhouse for you. Are you interested? You say yes. You think if I have one house, I become bored in this city. Only think for this house. Why not I buy one house? More. So sometime I can go in holidays there. So holiday home is my soul's body. Understand? Soul has also one form. I don't know if you yoga practice person, I can say you Annamaya Kosh and Anandamaya Kosh. What is Annamaya Kosh? The body from the grain, Anna, grain body is this. And Anandamaya Kosh, where is always happiness is there, that is soul. So soul, when they take the body, that is Anandamaya Kosh. That form of feeling and living in that feeling, say Anand. Feeling and feeling lives there. That's the Anandamaya Kosh. And when we are living in Anandamaya Kosh, my feeling and living is in body, my senses, my ego, my mind. And my relation works outside. So naturally, every person has a two body, two home. But we are not ready to accept that. Why? Because I want to suffer. In my plastic home, and I want to relish more material thing. and suffering I generate. Others not generate. My problem is generated by me, of my misunderstanding. When I will change my living place, identification, no, I am not this. I have a garden home, I will start living there. Then you will calculate everything from garden house, not from this city home. Understand? This is city house and that is garden house. So always garden house is natural place and city home is a working place. So Sarup, when they mention, they call about the garden house, not city home. Come back to the garden house to feel that. Relishment is in garden house, city home only for work. Right? It's in New York City, Hong Kong City. Every shop, every person is in business. Right or not? But they bring me one place in mountain. There was a home on. There is no shopping business. Right? That home is the only living place. And nobody wants to run away from that. It's a quiet and peaceful place. But only problem is this, you have to reach to buy that. And what is my richness? To give energy for my spiritual development is the real richness. And why we are poor? Because we have no time to increase my richness. Wealth, bank not keeping wealth. Your positive thinking and good karma give you the wealth. Then they say, ye hai dhani, he is a rich person. We have to listen to this man. Wealthy is not like a Trump is also wealthy person. Nobody will go to listen. Similarly, wealthy is a wealth of your spirituality. Your love is the wealth.
A person in Swarupavesha may be engaged in worldly duties.
They engage in worldly duty. It's not that they are not doing. They do more better than worldly person. This is your confusion that you are working in America and you think that is a worldly duty, Vrindavan is a spiritual duty. Wrong. Sarup-based people will give more time for working. That I want to show and proof in your life. But not in current dharma. Sorry. It's all wasting. 15 minutes is wasting and 2 hours is wasting. And you're blocking to flow in Sarup, to identify yourself. Careful. Religious practice is more dangerous than others. is a different way. Is it good for the Brahmana to earn money? This is the way for Lakshmi come earning. Not for your development. I can show you. I can give you the details of that. Yeah? Somebody is calling. Go on.
A person in Swarupavesha may be engaged in worldly duties, but his mind is always fixed on the lotus feet of his beloved deity. Sriman Mahaprabhu compared these devotees with wives that have a paramour.
All the wives, children, all that. Mahaprabhu, any associate was renounced, all as a fact. Go on.
The wife may be engaged in her household work, but her mind is always fixed on her paramour.
That's right. Mother mind is fixed inside. Working or not? You cooking or not? Varieties you cook, but mind is doing, but you're fixed. You're driving car or not? But mind is fixed on road and talking also. By phone also you talk. Everything doing. But you are driving very perfectly because mind is fixed in them. Similarly, your mind is fixed after doing in your Krishna. Cooking for Srivas. Which mind is fixed, goal for this, and one cooking for his Radhamon. Mind is fixed, doing the same job. Ashram and home is not other difference. Same all activities is going on in your home and in this ashram. You clean house, we clean our temple. You eat also, drink also. We also eat and drink. But we drink and eat and give to others also. Then we eat. We share what we eat. That is the love. We feel who comes, they are all mine. Every soul is my family. The vision is from the garden house. You see from city. Only this teaching. How you see, you assess that. Go on.
When her household work is somehow accomplished, she will run off to her lover.
Yeah? Why not he come? Why not he come? What happened? Oh, Balram called, where is your papa? Yeah.
In the same way, the devotee is also taking the lotus feet of Sri Radha in his heart in a lonely place whenever he can get out of his material entanglement.
Yeah. So simple. So beautiful. And so easy. Then they say Raga Bhakti, loving exchange is very difficult. Because you have to do. And philosophy, you give 1 hour time, listen, not follow anything. Who said to follow you? But here difficulty is this, that these things has to do all the time. So is it difficult. It is not difficult to understand. It is clear. Understanding is no problem. Doing is the problem. Love is the problem. Love you more, bind yourself. When you are not in love, you are not bind, you are independent. The day you in love, you bind yourself. You are not independent. And nobody wants to be independent. Everybody wants independence. They don't want to bind in any love themselves. They want to be free. Antaka, right or wrong?
Yes. Or freedom or love.
Huh?
Love or freedom.
Love is no freedom. Sorry to say. If you are in freedom, you have no love. And if you are in love, you have no freedom. And then I remember Prabhupada's words. Soul is marginal, condition. Marginal means ping pong, ping pong. This is marginal. And condition means always my senses, mind and ego and everything controlled. And third thing is independence. These three things make you normal or abnormal. Say me. Louder.
Abnormal.
Check. But we don't want to leave these three things. Check this. We want to be abnormal. We want to be conditioned. All game I want to play in condition of my senses, my ego. So I'm not normal. Marginal, ping pong, ping pong, ping, again pong. But I'm in ping, I want to go in pong. When I'm in pong, I want to go in ping. This mind is making you more crazy to become more crazy. More crazy. And why? Because the super soul is independent and this soul is also part and parcel. So this nature comes from the super soul to be independent. Why? I will be controlled by anyone. I will make my things independent. What? Sadhu Maharaj will control me? I little love, I have a relation, but he cannot control me. Why I will control you, my dear? But I love you, so now you know what to do. Why you develop relation? This is your mistake. You have to be marginal. I have to be honest with you. And this is not I say. This is Vilapa Kusumanjali. Is the highest book in our Gaudiya philosophy. Highest top. After this, no book. This is the last book of Raghunath Das. When you understand this, all books will be very clear to understand. This is the course of researcher, PhD, not for the school boys. And you don't know about the preparatory class of Bhakti, and I am talking with all of you about the PhD course. And easy to understand. More.
Everyone in this world calls me mine. But I don't lend an ear to this. I will only meditate on Swamini's lotus feet, her form, her attributes, and her pastimes.
Yeah. This is the book for that. In her form, attribute, and her
Pastimes.
and Radha Rasudhan. 2 books. And you understand these 2 books, and any books you can explain. No need to read from ABCD. Make the PhD and read this. Right? But you have to. Here you cannot doubt it, because very practical subject. It's not theory. You have to do it and feel it. You have to imagine it and realize it. How you imagine? When you imagine something programmed, it comes in realization when you are serious to plan and do it. First you imagine your tour in India, and then you make it do. Then you realize how it moves like this. But imagination is the first for any material thing. So imagine, what is the problem? Negative imagination and positive imagination. If you develop positive imagination, automatic negative imagination will go out. Right or not? Sri Radha.